Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I want to show you some easy DIY paper flower hacks. So I have punched a few circles of pattern paper and I'm going to attach them one to the other to make a little flower, which is kind of boring and flat. So I want to show you some hacks how you can upgrade it and make it much more interesting and fun. But before I do that, just know that if you want to make more than 10 DIY paper flowers, you can become a member of this channel and get that ebook for free. So just click on the join button, join our membership, and get a chance to get that ebook for free and make all kinds of really beautiful DIY paper flowers. Like I said, the book is completely free for members, and you can make flowers for any project that you want. So just click that join button and join us in the membership. So the first hack is to wrinkle all the little circles that I punched and really wrinkle them well. And that wrinkle creates texture and extra dimension, and that will make the flower, instead of a flat flower, it will give it some dimension and some interest, because if you think about it, flowers in nature don't have really flat leaves. They always have some kind of dimension. So after I have really wrinkled the papers well, I simply attach them the same way, starting from the large circle to the smaller circle, and then you'll see the difference immediately of how that paper looks slightly more realistic and definitely a lot more fun than that flat flower that I did in the beginning. So this is the first hack. Very easy. Don't need too many fancy tools, just your hands. Doesn't that look much better? I think so. Don't you agree? So the next hack is taking the dimension slightly further. So I'm using my fingers to curl the edges of the flower or the circle. That is another way to add dimension. You can also use a pencil or a bone folder just to give the edges of the circle a slight curl. That will definitely add some dimension to your flower, and again, make it much more fun and realistic than that flat flower we did in the beginning. But for those of you who don't like the wrinkled, shabby look of paper, this is another way to add dimension that looks a little bit neater. So I'm just curling the circles slightly. And then I'm going to attach them again according to the order of the size. Again, you just need to use your fingers, your hands, to give the circles that curl. Okay, so now I'm bringing the magic of the foam tape. So the foam tape is going to allow us to have even more dimension to the flower, because we're creating height in between the layers of paper. So other than giving them dimension in their shape, we're also giving them dimension in their way of attaching to each other. So it's basically a double solution. So that's your second hack. And again, I remind you that if you want to make really pretty DIY paper flowers, you go ahead, join the membership, and get the DIY paper flowers ebook for free, like all members. Now I'm going to take the dimension part even further. So what I'm doing is, again, I'm wrinkling the circles slightly, but other than wrinkling the paper, I'm going to go a step further, and I'm going to create even more dimension to my flower. So basically this is taking the dimension as far as I can go with all the tools that I've shown you. So I'm cutting a slit from the edge until the center of the circle, and then I'm attaching both sides of the slit together, almost like creating a little witch hat. Just apply glue and close the circle, one edge slightly overlapping the other edge, and that is giving the circle a lot of dimension. Like this. I'm going to do the exact same thing on all the circles, and that will definitely give me a very 3D flower. And of course I can match the colors and patterns of the paper to the theme of the project that I want the flowers for. So now we have very dimensional basic layers, and again we're going to attach them with foam tape, again to give it even more dimension. So you will see how that final flower looks in comparison to the first flat flower that we did in the beginning. So your third hack is to use all the arsenal in your dimension vault, which is wrinkling, adding dimension to the circles, and attaching with foam tape. And that flower looks really pretty now. The only thing you need to remember is that because we have attached both edges of the flower after we cut it, the center circle is slightly too big. So I'm just going to reduce its size slightly. Okay, isn't that cool? Now you can see the progression of the dimension of the flowers. So I really hope you like these hacks. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to join our membership and get the DIY paper flower embellishments ebook for free. This is a book that is valued at least $14, and you as members will get it for free. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.